Hello everyone, Big Head Django here, back with a guide for this week's trial Red vs Blue. If you are looking for stock block tunes, then you've come to the right place. Check out my weekly tunes video for more tunes as well as PR stunt guides. If you're in need for credits, be sure to join our Discord server. Basically, we'll buy your junk cars so you can get some easy credits. Also be sure to follow me in-game for more weekly tunes, and you can reach out to me on Xbox, Reddit or Discord. Without further ado, let's get started with the trial guide. Thankfully, this week's trial is possibly the easiest that we've had in a very long time. The AI is absolutely terrible at all three tracks, so no matter your skill level, you are going to have a relatively easier time this week. Let's look at the first race, starting near the front of the player grid. Able to find my way through the AI, you just need to floor it through the first section. Now pretty much all corners in this track are kind of tricky. You have to approach them in a certain manner in order to not lose too much speed. For the first hairpin, you do want to brake hard in order to slow down, and you want to be turning in at the same time. Feather the brake if needed, and if done right, you will position the car for the next checkpoint. Find my way through the AI here, and I'm in the lead. The team is doing fairly good. We are winning. Coming up to this banked hairpin, I go in full throttle, but I feather it as I'm approaching the climb, which is going to slow me down just enough to be able to turn in and get through that with enough speed. This is another tricky hairpin. You'll be coming in too fast, so what you want to do is feather the brakes and throw the car into a soft drift and aim for the checkpoint. And then start feathering the throttle. Try and hold the driving line and not go too wide. Drifting into this hairpin can help you save up to a second every lap. Back through the start gate in the lead, team's doing very well. For the first corner, again, much faster to drift through this, so you want to just tap the brake and turn and throw the car into a soft drift. Pretty much covers it for this entire race. It's completely uneventful. I will be leading throughout. Huge gap on my teammates and the AI, and it's mainly because of this car, the 2004 Subaru Impreza. Absolutely fantastic. This is the only car you want to be using for this trial. It's a guaranteed easy one. Now I'm gonna shut up and play the remainder of the race, and I'll join you for the second race. So, like I said, extremely good car, huge lead on my own teammates. Just absolutely fantastic. Only car you want to be using for this trial. For the second race, I'm using the 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer. Pretty decent acceleration on this. Coming up on this fast turn, you want to tap the brake just a little bit, and then you want to start feathering and slowly build up the brake until you're through the corner. A bit chaotic back there with my teammates and the AI also getting in the way, but managed to get through that fairly decently. Now for this next corner, you have to brake hard the moment the braking line starts up. Cannot late brake at all for that corner. Finally on the dirt section. Simple turns at the start here. Make sure to tap the brake here a little bit in order to get through this smoothly. In this section you're going to start building up a lot of speed, so watch out for those checkpoint flags, don't miss them. And then you are immediately going to have to brake hard for this next hard corner. Next bit is pretty simple up until the point you start going uphill. Tap the brake here just a bit to avoid going too wide. Brake hard and turn in. And don't be like me, I nearly missed that checkpoint. Really no point in risking checkpoints in a trial. Make sure to take your car right over them, back on the road, and we can just pretty much go full throttle through all of these turns. Another hard corner taking us back onto the dirt. Try and drift through this corner. And then this next one is a bit tricky. Instead of following the line, go over the bushes while braking hard. This is a very hard corner. If you come in too fast, you are going to slam into that wall. And this pretty much does it for the entirety of the race. The last section is fairly simple. You just want to make sure to brake hard as you approach the dried out riverbed. That will allow you to turn through that corner more smoothly. And the last couple of checkpoints just lead to the finish line. And we are done. So my team did pretty well. Another easy victory. Moving on to the last race. If you are in the last race, you have to win it. For this race, I'm using the 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer tune by Atomica. It's a pretty good tune for this car, very good performance. Coming up to the first corner, tap the brake a little bit to get you through that. You don't have enough speed the first time, so there's no need to slow down too much. Full throttle through the next section. Be sure to slide through this corner and then the next corner as well. Extremely important to do this, otherwise you lose a lot of time. Full throttle through the straight. A few jumps here, but no need to worry about them. We're in B class, we're not very fast. However, approaching the next turn at high speeds, tap the brake and slide through that. And now for the next corner, depending on how fast you are approaching it, you either tap the brake or you feather the throttle to get through it more smoothly. For the next corner, I just decided to kamikaze the lead driver down there, get that lead myself, and now I'm gonna work on slowing down the AI. Clever AI tries to overtake me, pushed right into the barrier, short taps of the brake, cover the whole road in order to make sure the AI has no room to get past me. And back on the dirt. I look back, see a teammate, and then give them an opening to get past me. Another teammate, Big Hooper, also trying to get past, almost missing that checkpoint. Still slowing down the air. We have the lead now. Definitely going to win this. But still, always helpful to build a gap between the driver towers and teammates. So my last teammate, Frat Emperor, finding their way through the driver towers, catching up to me and finally passing me by. So one AI has passed me at this point, but that's fine, we'll get back to it. Got that lead on the AI again. And Prat Emperor has finally safely passed me, no more AI to deal with. I'm gonna keep slowing it down a little bit at a time, build that gap a little bit more. Now finally coming up to the last lap, slow approach to the start line, but I decided to just go for it, just go full out, no more slowing down the AI. So for the first corner you will have to brake hard, just make sure not to miss that checkpoint flag. Avoiding my teammate, sliding through this corner and then tapping the brake to slide again through the next corner. Full throttle down the straight. Tap the brake, slide through that turn. Feather the throttle to get through this one. Catching up to my late teammates. Brake hard. I do overcook it, I brake late, but I really want to go over that flag. Full throttle down the road. Feather the throttle to get back on the dirt road smoothly. Then you can go full throttle through this section. B-class cars are not very fast and a good tune is going to have more than enough grip to get you through this. Tap the brake to slide over the checkpoint on the last corner, that's it. Honestly, I really enjoy the flow of this race. It's one of those races where you barely have to slow down. And that is how you win the third race, winning the trial. I hope this was useful. If it was, be sure to like the video, drop a comment down below and subscribe to the channel for more Forza Horizon 5 content. And this is Big Head Django. I will see you next time. Keep racing and have fun.